Welcome to my solar addiction. Today's video.
£309 battery versus 62-year-old man. EG4 Power Pro all-weather wall battery unboxing.
Welcome to the Power Room and my solar addiction. We're here today to talk about the two EG4 Power Pro all-weather wall batteries that I'm going to add to my current battery bank. You see, last summer I was running my system with just 3 of these, as well as 6 LLV2s, all EG4 batteries, and most of the year I had no problem. Spring, fall, winter, as long as there wasn't like a week's worth of clouds and no sun, I could stay off the grid all 3 of those seasons. But when it came to summer, it was kind of iffy. And that's because I live in the South. And here in South Louisiana, we have 80-degree nights, 80 plus degrees, as well as daytimes that approach 100 degrees and heat index indices of 120, 115. So the air conditioner, which is the largest user of electricity in most homes in my area at least, is probably about 75%, 70% of your energy usage. If we have rain in the middle of the day, which is very common in the summer, those afternoon showers, when that's supposed to be the peak time for us to generate energy with our panels to charge our batteries up, we probably won't make it but a couple, 2-3 days if we don't get the decent amount of sun that we need. And we might not even make it 2 days if it's really bad. So hopefully adding these 2 batteries will help with that. These 2 are going to go out on the patio. On the wall behind me, just outside that wall is the patio in the back. And they're rated for outdoors. And we're going to show you that install as soon as we get these prepared. We have to top balance them and get them connected up to our other battery bank. And we also have to put in a fused positive on that because it's going to a bus bar prior to the 2 18K PVs. So I wanted to show you guys how I managed as a elderly guy, 63 years old at this point in my life. I'm not in the best shape of my life. And I was able to get both of these batteries out of the crate and make sure that their firmware is up to date so that I could start preparing them for install. And I did it all by myself, and there's a little trick to it, and that's what this video is going to be about. And then after that, we'll do an install video when we upgrade our batteries. So we'll have that for you shortly, probably in the next week or so. All right, so let's show you that trick on how to get these things out and not need anyone else's help.
By the way, Dave, you are 62 years old.
How's it going? Glad this weather's holding out, man. I was worried it was going to be raining when you came. Yeah. Well, we happy to hear that. That ain't always the case, I know it. That's right. I know that's right. You just tuck it right in the garage, man. That'd be awesome. I made plenty of room for you. Watch the dog, baby. Actually, why don't you bring it like right up in here, my man?
For your solar?
Yeah, I live off the grid, my brother. I live off the grid, baby. Oh yeah, man. You ought to check out my YouTube channel, My Solar Addiction.
My Solar Addiction?
Yeah. Yep. All right, you need me to sign something, baby?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for bringing that.
Like I said, I'm glad the rain wasn't here when you came because it was storming earlier. Take care now. All right, we got two new children. Two new children. We just got to figure out how to get them in here. Do a little unboxing, and then we got to get the firmware update. What you think, Alice? We got to update the firmware with the new little firmware adapter tool we got. And we're going to be ready to rock and roll. We're going to charge them up. We're going to connect them up with our other batteries. It's a little hot today, so excuse the sound of the fan and the sound of the 18K PVs in the background. Sucking the juice out the sky and putting them in the batteries. Pretty soon we're going to be sucking the juice out the sky and putting it in these batteries right here. So, lesson learned from summer air conditioning running even at night, because it doesn't get below 85 sometimes at night here in New Orleans, that we need a little more battery. And eventually, like I said, I'm going to replace the panels on my house with more efficient ones, because those are old and not as efficient. So got to utilize my footprint as best as possible. But let's take this stuff out of the box here and start decrating, should I say. We got two conduit boxes for the two EG4 Power Pro all-weather wall batteries at the bottom here, and we're gonna unbox this stuff. It's like Christmas all over again. And what I'm using here is my Linesman pliers. Sometimes I use this. Either one will work. Put the trash towards the door, because that's where it's going when it leaves. All right, we got one more to break. There we go. And we've got cables, parallel cable. I'll put that on the side for now. And each one of these conduit box, let's put it over here for now. Open one of them up. Yeah, these are the pre-assembled ones. Fit right on top there. See? And got these little guys to cap off the holes we're not using. But this is the pre-assembled kind, not the kind you gotta assemble. This is gonna be the interesting part. Got enough tape. Ah, my connectors. Yep. So I can make my cable for battery communications. Working with the BMS tools. Parallel cables. Comms cable. And parallel cables. Let's get all of this stuff over here. I've gotten these batteries out by myself before. About 1.5 years, 2 years ago. First I got to get them separated. One battery from the other.
You gotta keep them separated.
Halfway on. Now I can just get it to the edge. Oh yeah, baby. I've got this halfway on this cart, and what I want you to do is get behind the cart, and I'm gonna get me a blanket or something to put on the floor underneath there, because it's probably gonna tilt when it comes out. That little gap right in here.
Right through here?
Yeah, because I'm about to pull this back, and that front end might go down. And it's okay if it goes down, but I'm trying to control it going down.
All right.
So what I'm gonna do is, you got to get back here and just don't let it go back too fast, because I'm gonna push this off the edge. Okay. Okay. All right. So use the thing to let it down. Oh, it's all right. All right. Now wait a minute. You're not going away yet. When I lift up on this, I want you to pull the cart back. All right. Stop. Come back forward, so I can get my hands from under it. Ready? That's it. So now we need to open it up and see where the top and the bottom is, so we can flip it up on its side and walk it out and not have to bother the neighbor to help me do this. Got to kind of straighten them out enough for it to come through the little loop. In case we got to send it back. You don't want to destroy the crate. Getting somewhere now. The chair's a back saver, guys. If you don't have a roll around chair in your power room, you might want to look into it. And the lid is off. There she blows. And we got a manual, cable, comm cable, battery cable, another battery cable, and this. So now that we pulled all the stuff out, we're going to put the phone back on, kind of close it up, flip it on its side, and open it while it's on its side. Before I flip this up, couldn't find straps, so I went and bought some more. Ratchet this on here so it doesn't come falling down when I stand it on its end, which you'll see in a minute. Here.
Dave, please be careful.
Alice, you gotta be good, babe. We'll be able to walk it out. Undo this. That's gonna want to fall out. So we gotta catch it as it tries to come out. And there she is. And that's how you get it out by yourself. Didn't necessarily have to destroy the box.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed our video.